One other issue before you go. This ad controversy this week, Super PAC allied with President Obama, Priorities USA, put out an ad that seemed to suggest that Mitt Romney was responsible for a death. It featured an employee laid off by a company owned by Bain, whose wife later died of cancer several years later. It's been roundly criticized. Your own hometown paper called it a vicious and shameful ad, and it drew this response from the Romney campaign.
What does it say about a president's character when his campaign tries to use the tragedy of a woman's death for political gain? What does it say about a president's character when he had his campaign raise money for the ad, then stood by as his top aides were caught lying about it? Doesn't America deserve better than a president who will say or do anything to stay in power?
Roundly criticized as crossing a line. Does the president stand behind that ad? Does he agree with what was in that ad?
Look, I don't think anybody believes that Mr. Sopcich's wife, that Governor Romney can be blamed for the death of Mr. Sopcich's wife. And frankly, I don't think the ad says that either.
It suggests it,
you know,
though,
the irony of all this, the irony of all this, George, is that this ad is running at the very same time that Governor Romney's campaign is running an ad that he paid for. It's not running, by the way. The ad hasn't been on the air, but he's running ads, millions of dollars of ads, saying that the president wants to end the requirement in welfare. Every single person who's looked at it said it's false. He continues to run it. He says, I approve this message, and then he attacks others for ads that we didn't approve and that we didn't produce. I think he's the one who needs to explain.
And I'll ask Tim Pawlenty about that. But does the president think that this kind of an ad was appropriate?
Look, as I said, I don't think Governor Romney can be blamed for that woman's death. What he can be blamed for is taking that steel company to bankruptcy, walking away with millions of dollars, and leaving workers without pensions, without the health coverage they were promised. That's a real issue. He has run on his business experience, and his business experience is things like the GS Steel story, where he took where they loaded companies with debt, profited from it to the tune of millions of dollars, and then left workers and creditors holding the bag.